Hello everyone, and welcome back to another GTA Online guide. Today we're going to be taking a look at the two ramp vehicles introduced as part of the Import-Export DLC in the form of the Buggy Phantom Wedge and the ramp buggy. So I'm doing a video with these two vehicles together because they pretty much serve the same purpose, getting vehicles out of the way, only in a massively different form factor from each other. So if you could only buy one of these, which should you buy? Well, to start off, both vehicles have a pretty large price gap between one another. The truck is $640,000 cheaper than the ramp buggy. Now I'm talking about the production vehicle cost, which what you get for buying the vehicles at production price is actually rather lackluster for the Wedge, as you can't customize it and thus improve its performance, you can't change any parts of it, and you can't even change the colour. Whereas the ramp buggy is fully customizable, fully upgradable, and the ability to change its colours is a bonus for anyone. However, the buggy does look like trash no matter what colours you splash onto it, so there's that to think about. So already, despite the buggy being $640,000 more expensive, it's looking like a much better vehicle so far. But we haven't even talked about performance of both vehicles, so let's do just that. Starting with the Wedge, the truck has a lot of power behind it and is nowhere near as slow as any other truck that you'll see in the game. The truck doesn't take its time from a standstill to get moving, though that's probably a requirement for the vehicle to fulfill its purpose. Its purpose being ramming the living hell out of everything out of the way. The arc of deflection is very good, pushing vehicles to the side, which is great if you need to clear a path of vehicles that are in the way. The only bad thing about the vehicle I can say is the turning circle of the truck is terrible, and will easily get stuck if you go into a small alleyway or something. Now if you're not a fan of big vehicles but still want to clear a path, you have the ramp car, which is as fast as it looks. And when fully tuned, the car has a bit too much torque on the back wheels, often resulting in a lot of wheel spin. Then again, power is what this car needs. Because it's not as heavy as the Wedge truck, it'll need to gather more momentum to be able to lift cars into the air more effectively. Speaking of speed, the ramp car is a lot faster. Here's a side-by-side comparison showing you their speed. Because the ramp car is a lot faster, it's going to be more of a help when undertaking CEO car stealing jobs. The ramp car could lead ahead of the target car to move traffic out of the way, whereas the truck is more limited to just stuff that the truck can actually keep up with. However, as stated earlier, the truck is much better at shifting traffic out of the way, with it shifting cars to the side, whereas the ramp buggy just launches them into the air and not necessarily moving them out of the way. Another thing to think about is their durability. Yes, despite these cars being used for their intended purpose, they actually take damage every time you use them. And after extensive testing, I gotta say that the ramp car seems to last much longer than the Wedge when it comes to continuous use. I'd say the truck will shift about 100 cars before it's completely knackered, depending on the weight and size of said vehicles, whereas the ramp car, so far I've never used it to the point of breaking. So I can definitely recommend the buggy in terms of sheer durability. So overall, which is better? The buggy is more expensive, yes, but is faster, customizable, and more durable. The Wedge truck is cheaper and is better at removing vehicles from the road. So I gotta say, I much prefer the ramp buggy over the truck, mainly because it's faster and looks cooler. But let me know what you guys think, and hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Pyrerealm Gaming channel for loads more GTA Online guides coming to you very soon. See you around!